Really?
Yes.
Alive. Last time,
Previously, on Lost.
I was drawing some shit. I needed to get this finished. Oh fuck! The model's all barked. Oh god damn it! No,
Damn, B.
not like this.
You need to get your life together, man.
I need to get my models together. Only polygons and shit.
I'll polymorph your polygons.
I am your polygon. God damn it, phone.
At least
Show me
mine.
Oh god, I'm choking on shit. Well, whatever. Followers of Kublai Khan or whatever the fuck it was.
What?
Did Caligula get his comeuppance?
You don't want to go stab the ocean.
I'm gonna stab the ocean.
You're not Caligula.
I want to stab the ocean.
You're not Caligula.
I'm gonna stab the ocean.
You're not gonna stab the ocean.
Yeah, we're gonna finish this abomination today. I wasn't feeling well yesterday. So this is kind of like a day of just literal jack shit getting done. So there was just like a whole lot of no, that's a bad line. Sing into the microphone for me, will ya?
You already did that once.
Do it again.
What do I get out of it?
Like I said, you'll get the cheeseburger.
I already did that. You already owe me one.
I know.
Filthy hoe. La 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 la. La li lu lay lo. Okay. So. The fuck. Scheiße. Shit.
No, it doesn't.
Hey, oh, what?
Ain't this pathetic excuse for a pizza?
The fuck? Oh, ooh.
Terrible.
Is that a tortilla with fucking provolone and pepperoni on it?
Yeah. Take a guess what the sauce is.
Ew. Oh no.
Yeah.
Fucking ketchup.
That was what my dad wanted to interrupt me for. God.
That's not pizza. That's not even a Hot Pocket. You know what that is?
A disappointment?
No, you're a disappointment. This is an abomination. Mamma mia.
Mamma mia, pizzeria.
I will put pineapple on your pizza.
Hey, pineapple's good on pizza. Just a very specific kind of pizza.
I will put Nutella on your pepperoni pizza.
I will fucking end you. You butt goblin.
Hmm?
I called you a butt goblin. If Janos is a piss ghost, you're a butt goblin.
I don't think that's how it works. Because I'm not even in the same league. Oh.
Okay, you toe fiend.
Listen, what I do in my own time is none of your business.
Nail scunge.
We don't talk about the scunge.
Flicking gunk.
Listen, I'm gonna go flick Mr. Bean.
You end up getting a wrench in your ass.
I already have one up there.
Oh. I won't judge what you do in your spare time.
It's right. It's kind of like with the time I stuck a fucking hex key down my urethra.
A what?
A hex key, Allen wrench.
Why? Why?
Because I'm a freak like that.
Of course you would.
You got a problem with it?
Eventually, I'm gonna have to re-edit my model and put ears on it.
I just realized the way I'm playing Lim in Garen's campaign, they can open their third eye. That means, imagine if we fucking did some Doctor Strange shit and just got astral projected into hell, and I'm just like, time to use that thing. Oh god, I'm seeing deeper into the ethereal plane than I should. Steve Buscemi's there. He's sucking on Willem Dafoe's toes.
Ah! I love this face. It's great. It's horrid.
Kinda hot, not gonna lie.
Wait, did I need to check something real quick. I might have done something stupid. Okay, cool. I don't have to worry about anything.
You have to worry about plenty of rain. The fact that thing's that putting ketchup on a tortilla is called pizza. That is horrid to me.
It's getting even more adorable. Look at that face. Ah! What noise do you think is coming out of my mouth? What do you think noise is coming out of this thing?
Dial up. It's like that one scene from Lilo and Stitch where Stitch puts his finger on the record, except instead of Elvis, it's just a dial-up screeching noise.
Woo!
Hey Ray, roll me 2d4 real quick.
What's 2d4?
Just roll me 2d4, please.
What's a 2d4?
Roll the pyramids of numbers.
I don't have any pyramids of numbers.
Ah! How do you know a pyramid of numbers?
Because they're in the box.
So that's 3.
Hey, should I put some specks or some white specks in my eyes to make it look like I've got the stars or something in there? I just rope in this adorable look for this image.
Go for it, I guess. So this human character weighs 660 pounds. And they have a height of 4'10". Oh dear.
It's got the googly eyes again. Ah. Control Z that shit. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like that.
Is there everybody say she looks like she's crying?
Not supposed to be.
It kind of looks like you're crying.
Actually, yeah. I'll just paint that detail in. And yes, this will be an image I color. This is gonna be fucking fun.
Consume with your ears, not your mouth.
Listen here, you little shit.
I'm sorry. Did the words I sound? Did the words I say sound a little too savory for you?
Just because I have mouths in my ears doesn't mean I can eat with them.
You could. Give me a random situation.
You ran into Hogman Dick Squeal.
Okay, that reminds me of a time back in 1902 when I was in Spain. I was trying to figure out how porchetta was made, and then I came across him.
Shia LaBeouf.
How did you know? I never told you the story.
Joke's on you, I was there.
Wait, you were in 1902 Spain?
Yes.
Okay. Sure. Give me another random situation, please.
The Salem Witch Trials.
Oh, yes, the first time I found out what burning flesh smelled like.
Delicious, isn't
I
it?
kind of wish they would have covered me in a pork rub first. Give me another random situation, please.
By the time you get covered in pork rub.
Ah, yes. The time me and Arya were doing a little bit of experimenting in the bedroom.
I thought that involved a Thurman from the 1800s. Or a Sermon from the 1800s. Or is it a Puritan?
The Puritan. Get it right, we covered that guy in Jamaican rub. And no one asked what we did with him.
Hi, random viewer. I apologize for this horrible conversation we're having. What drawing tablet do I recommend for a beginner for digital drawing? I actually have I have two tablets, and that's actually a great question. The tablet I started off with, and this is the first tablet I was ever given, was a Huon H610 Pro. That's what I started off with. My aunt bought it for me for graduating high school for about $75. However, the tablet that I'm currently drawing, this abomination you see here, let's put that safely away, is a Wacom tablet. I've got the box over here. It's a Wacom One Creative Plan Display. I bought it at Best Buy for like $300. But yeah. Also, word of advice: make sure you get like a medium or larger tablet, because one of my friends had a smaller tablet, and I've heard around a lot of places that smaller tablets tend to cause a lot more wrist pain, because like if some people who do a lot of like rapid wrist motions for like jewelry, drawing and stuff tend to get carpal tunnel in their wrists very easily. I think I'm actually starting to develop that, and so it's good to keep a wider space. Another thing that'll help you a lot too, and it really does, and if you're doing it this way, it generally won't matter what tablet you're using, but you don't want to draw with your wrist. You want to use your entire arm. Like, I've got another, or I don't have another page, but I will open another page real quick to show you the difference. I also do my stuff in comic book proportions, which is 8.5 by 11, which is generally the easy, or from what I was told, easier to do stuff with. But this is a line kind of drawn with a wrist, and then this was with from my elbow. Like the wrist in comparison, and then with the entire arm. Generally speaking, the arm thing is what's going to get you the most, so you could pretty much work on any tablet. That I didn't mean to do. Accidentally hit the wrong button.
Careless whisper, but it's played on an out of tune kazoo.
Oh shit, I might have made a mistake. I might have just fucked myself.
You fool, what have you done? You've created an imbalance.
Okay, never mind, we're good. We'll live.
Perish.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a good. You're cool, Wipex. It's entirely fine. Hell, if you want, after I finish this image, I'd be more than happy to draw something for you too. Mm-hmm. If you are willing to stick around, that is.
If you're willing to put up with the fact that we are absolutely filthy.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of heathens. Let's finish that. I'm gonna finish this detailing before I get into coloring. Alright, what was I thinking? I completely forgot what I was thinking about for a moment. I have lizard brain. Alright, drink some Pepsi real quick.
Betis.
That's flat. Ugh.
So you want to know something about Garen's campaign I realized?
What?
I think I paid too much for a single piece of chalk.
You did?
Yeah. It's only like 1 copper for a single piece of it. And I gave him like 2 silver for a piece of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what have I done? Of course, I was smart enough to look up how much a horse costs in game, but not chalk.
Yeah, I was like, what are you? I was trying to tell you, I'm like, dude, chalk costs like a copper, and this dude is literally price gouging the fuck out of us. Like, I wanted to fucking punch the elf that we were talking to, because he's like, are you seriously trying to,
Are you trying to speedrun D&D? How dare you try to make a teleportation circle in my home? For free, that is. As if we didn't have places we had to go.
Yeah.
It's like, we're making the argument, we're trying to save the literal fucking world, and he's like, no, you owe me 15,000
He's also
gold.
using, well, in Garen's defense, he's using the logic that, not really many people know about us, and it's only a recent thing that we're on a mission to do some stuff, and have brought some interesting information to...
The news would have gotten around that a bunch of piss goblins are trying to fight Bone Daddy.
Yeah, and is like, it's kind of a big deal.
And a wizard of all people would especially know that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Especially when that's like...
Yeah, he's the reason why we spoke with them.
In a fucking history nerd. And a wizard, he should have been like, oh, you guys are poking around decrepit bone people.
Yeah.
Make sure he's dead this time, please.
Yeah, okay, now let's see how fucked this is gonna be. How bad is my line?
Unless that historian is actually one of the people we were supposed to kill.
Oh! Ooh! Ooh! I will... You make me the angry man.
I thought I made you hungry, man.
Don't you say that cursed shit in my house.
Wouldn't that be a fun twist?
Yes, it'd be a fun twist, but I'd be so goddamn angry if he was literally like, if that was his reason for.
He's actually the undecayed one.
Oh, I would be fucking insulted. You have no idea how angry I'd be from that.
I started quoting Detective Pikachu. That is a twisty twist.
Yes, that's very twisty.
I feel it in my jellies.
I will punch you in the jellies.
You don't even know where my jellies are. I'm too fat.
That is your jellies. I'll punch you in the jellies.
You will not.
Alright. Now, to invert this cursed being. And then, make a new layer. Let's lock this shit so I don't fuck it up. Oof, excuse me.
Y'all ever just...
Bucket, 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 bucket,
Dear God.
bucket.
Dear God.
By the way, I don't know if this is going to end up being the case, but I might have sent a bunch of internet people into attack mode if they ever eventually see that. Or see this atrocity that I am committing.
Oh, ooh.
And you're probably not even equipped to understand why that is, are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to explain it.
Homestuck.
Oh. Fuck you.
I refused to let shit like that die. It was a terrible thing to have been ever perceived.
The only thing I understand about Homestuck is that Tumblr post that's like Lamau Homestuck thing. You literally have an anime profile picture.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, I don't ever care to know what the fuck Homestuck is.
To be honest, I don't even know what it is.
I don't want to know what it is. I don't ever intend to.
Like, as far as I know, it's like, I think it's some metaphysical journey, or literally just some reality where these alien creatures exist like humans do, but they're technically divine creatures in some way, shape, or form, I think. And it's basically just the adventures of a couple of human families and these creatures just coexisting in the same neighborhood, and it's just their antics between a couple of high school age, middle school age friends.
That literally just sounds like another version of anime Invader Zim, to be honest.
It's basic. That's kind of what it feels like.
Except not nearly as good.
Yeah, pretty much. And
watch our one viewer be a fan of Homestuck.
I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of things where I could say that, like Steven Universe, for example, kind of feels that way too. I mean, that's gonna be a little rude for a moment, but it's grossly over. It's but then there's the superior land of the lustrous, and all of its Faustian glory.
We got the Virgin Steven Universe, and then the Chad.
Quite literally.
No.
No. This is a really funny story. I basically got roped into a conversation about Steven Universe in college at one point. And it basically was like, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Is this like a Cartoon Network recreation of Land of the Illustrious? And everyone was like, how dare you say that? And I'm like, what is wrong?
I love you.
Love you too, Candace. How you doing, wife?
Want to eat you?
Why?
Because you look like food.
How does my character look so far? How does that face look?
Like somebody shoved a dick up her ass.
She's supposed to be angry.
That's the point.
Supposed to look angry. Kind of looks. Oh, thank you.
She just threw a bag of bugles at us. Someone's like, but basically they're like, how dare you say that about about our fandom, and I'm like, I meant no ill will. I don't know anything about your series because I've never watched it.
Fill up your chest. Fill up your chest.
Hey, Ray, give me
I already did.
Give me a random number between 1 and 100, please.
Right, in his water thingy.
99.999999999.
A wooden box with a ceramic bottom that holds a living worm, with a head on each end of its body. Give me another number, please.
7.
A pair of knuckle bone dice, each with a skull symbol on the side that would normally show a 6 pips.
A 6 pips?
Yeah. Give me another one.
12.
A small cloth doll skewered with needles. Another one, please.
25.
2.
A tiny silver icon of a raven.
Andy, what's
Another
the
one,
two?
please.
Andy. 2.
2.
Yep.
A piece of crystal that faintly glows in the moonlight. 1. A mummified goblin hand.
That's arguably the coolest thing on the list.
No, 18. A 1-pound egg with a bright red shell. Possibly
Really?
a dragon egg.
Wait, possibly a dragon egg.
That's just my hunch. Number 97. A tiny mechanical crab or spider that moves about when not being observed.
That sounds like some SCP shit right there.
The Crab Rave song, but it's eldritch as fuck. Crap, now I'm gonna have to...
Compresses your resolution. Thanks, I needed that. All bit crushed as fuck. Tell you what I could go for right about now. Could use some of my resolution being decreased.
Number 87. An iron holy symbol devoted to an unknown god.
I have this character model I'm using is just the most absurd faces.
Number 54. A candle that cannot be lit.
That's kind of weird. It's just a piece of wax, I bet.
Here's another SCP-1. A gemstone that looks like a lump of coal when examined by anyone but you. You gotta admit that is kind of SCP-ish.
Kind of. It's more a way to make someone think you're insane.
Number 70. A small packet filled with pink dust. What is this dust? I don't know, but I want to snort it. Actually, no, I don't. I'm kind of sick of the color pink.
Pink. Punk! God damn it.
I sounded like a child who just got bitch slapped to the next dimension
Oh shit, that made me drool.
Oh, that's kind of hot.
Why is my salivation all fucked?
Because
Stop that. You're gonna peak my microphone. I apologize for the ear rape.
I don't apologize. I'll never apologize.
Because you're a freak like that?
Oh, you know it.
Ah! Do 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 do. Ah. Oh, speaking of another thing that I completely forgot about, and this is actually another tablet thing, is generally speaking, you actually want your first tablet to not have a screen on it. It's actually better for your art in the long run. Because to quote my high school art teacher, his blind non-contoured drawings are going to be one of the most important things you do. He was right. And here I was being a dumbass saying, this is dumb. You need to be able to see what you're doing. You don't have to see what you're doing to be...
The art is the force.
Yes.
I hate it.
Okay. I can't remember the name, but there's a modern artist who's actually blind, and he draws some really cool shit. Or paints some really cool shit, I should say. God damn it. Gosh, I'm full of the grumblies.
You feel the jellies?
No, not my jellies.
That's where you feel the grumblies, to be honest.
God damn it. Ugh. SpongeBob. Can you stop being a massive twat?
Squidward, don't you be doing that. You will leave him alone. He suffers from,
I have to work with him.
Your point being? I have to deal with Cthulhu every Wednesday. Holy crap, today's Wednesday!
Hi. Hi. Ugh. I'm sorry, that was probably for just...
HP Lovecraft, but anytime you imagine Cthulhu, it's just Squidward with blood covering his body.
No, that's lame. That's lame. It's just, ugh.
Yes, it's supposed to be lame, right?
You know, when I first heard Cthulhu was an eldritch horror, the image that popped in my head was way cooler. However, my brain did immediately go, like, weird squid thing. But the actual description, when I read the books and everything for H.P. Lovecraft, I was like, this doesn't sound anywhere near as cool as I thought it would be.
Does it ever say a lot of his descriptions aren't really as cool as people would imagine they are?
I mean, Nyarlathotep looks pretty fucking badass. No, I'm not just bringing up fucking Hayori Narako-san. Great anime, by the way. You should totally watch it.
God damn it, right?
It's awesome. It's an awesome anime. It's great. It's a great show. Squatch.
Squishy. A warlock packed with a blade, except their DM didn't care to read through the rules, so they took a fucking antimatter rifle. They commit cosmic horror that even their patron freaks out about.
Gosh darn it. That's too dark. It's the same shade. I can't even tell the difference there. Screw it. PlayStation noises.
Which PlayStation exactly?
PlayStation 2. Brr. That's the noise coming out of my character's face. Just I need to. Oh man, if I should animate this with like some live 2D. And just take like the tongue and have it go like just flicking, and the rest of it being completely still with like some
On the
wobbling
soundboard, it's
ears.
actually the PS2 startup noise. Just. I hate that.
That's the noise coming out of this thing's face. Yes, when my character gets angry, they fucking make the they make the PS2 startup noise. Yes, this horrifying creature uses the PlayStation 2 startup sound as a defense mechanism.
It looks like you're about to bust a nut. It's just the Taco Bell. Like, nothing's right about the situation at all.
Vibe check. Told the dad. Taco Bell bong. Bong. Hey. The cleric. Alright, it's cleric's turn. What do you cast?
Taco.
It's time for this goblin to go to Taco Bell. Toll of the dead. Bong.
Ray, with your campaign, that's the energy I'm going to be radiating the entire time. Wait, it does necrotic damage, yeah?
Yes.
Perfect. That means it scales with my favorite abilities. Because I get a flat extra D8 on top of everything I do for damage with necrotic.
And they say clerics are fucking underpowered.
Nobody says that!
Yes, people do!
Who?
Lots of people!
Nobody I know says that!
Okay, in every other version, the cleric sucks dick. Like, seriously, the cleric sucks more dick. I'm not gonna say that.
Ray, they're sucking God's dick. Can you blame them?
Yeah, but
Because wouldn't you suck your religious senpai's dick?
no. They'd be sucking mine. Doing that. But,
Yes.
in previous versions, clerics were grossly underpowered. You know that? And in 5th edition, they
Wait,
buffed...
did you read all my croissants?
No, I didn't.
Don't lie to me.
That might have been my fault.
My 7th-day croissants?
Yeah. Sorry.
The blue ones were mine.
Sorry about that.
The other ones were you guys'.
Hey, what color should my character's sports bra and shirt be?
I'm gonna say navy blue.
For both, or should they be different colors?
If you feel like there needs to be another color, you figure it out, right?
That's fair.
What have you done? You've created an imbalance.
You're living like Larry.
No, nobody's living like Larry. Are you living? Are you dead?
Alright, what's going on?
Are
Oh,
you-
shit.
are you
Oh,
evil?
God, my eyeball's so itchy. Ah, shit. Oh, why does my entire eyeball itch? Ow.
Because there might be a slot in you. I'm gonna put the evil frog man in you.
You're a slod.
No, I'm a Slav. So god bad. Yeah, full like an omelet.
You guys finally meet your target. It appears to be a girl. You do notice that she has a very reptile-like tail and strange-looking ears.
I guess dominate monster. No,
What's the DC?
you're gonna fail it no matter what.
What's the DC?
Roll first.
What's the DC?
Roll first!
I need to know the DC.
I need to know what your roll is.
From the DM.
25. Wait, crap.
Rolls the thing. That's a 19 on the die. Let me calculate my stats. That's a 26.
Yeah, you still fail because, unfortunately, somebody was playing a bard.
Also, you want to know something funny?
Hmm.
This is a humanoid.
It's a monstrous humanoid.
But, humanoid. It appears to be eating something. What do you do?
I walk over and I offer it a taco.
It looks at you. It starts screaming at you, but the noise you hear is the PlayStation 2 startup sound. It runs away. You realize it was eating a slab. A death slab.
I cast Sun Gate Cannon. No, none of this.
Alright, everybody roll a Constitution save.
Oh no, death is of no consequence here.
Actually, you want to know what's even funnier?
Hmm.
Based on the logistics of my dungeon, Sungate Cannon would only destroy the room you're in.
It would destroy everything, Ray. Because it would literally engulf the entirety of the fucking planet.
The entire dungeon is made up entirely of demiplanes. Each room is a different demiplane, linked to a different area. So you would destroy the room and everything in it, but everything would be fine. I actually came to that conclusion on my own by complete accident later, or yesterday, by the way, just thinking about it.
I'd like at least one campaign where we can potentially get a bad ending from just destroying.
You could, however, destroy the entire floor, which would have some impact on the outside world if you stuck a bag of holding inside of a bag of
Wait,
devouring.
if we're in a demi-plane, what if we're in a hallway and someone opens a bag of devouring?
Exactly. You would fuck some shit up.
I know a magic item I'm taking now.
Don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare.
So, you certain?
Yes.
You sure that's what I was gonna pick?
Yes, I know what you're thinking. Don't do it.
I'm not gonna do it. Because that'd be terrifying, because isn't Xavier playing an artificer?
Yes.
I'd be like, hey bro, can you hand me a bag of holding? I'm gonna do something real quick.
You're like, what are you gonna do?
I do it, and on a soundboard, I expect you to have the Super Mario World keyhole noise, like where it's like, wow, womp. The universe just fucking implodes.
Congratulations! You've destroyed the ethereal plane of fire.
Oh, cool. At least now I have committed genocide on the Freedies. Fuck those little shits.
You now have a curse from the god of fire. All
your Subway sandwiches.
all
can no
creatures
longer
of
be toasted.
fire affinity now have a permanent advantage against you specifically. This curse cannot be lifted from the remove curse spell or by using the wish spell.
Joke's on you. I killed them all.
There are actually a number of them who are still alive.
Yeah, well, nowhere near us. I checked.
The reason being is because they now have a level in Ranger, and their chosen monster is you specifically.
That's not how that ability works.
What does the what work?
You can't just target one specific person with that, Ray.
Yes, you can.
Don't you know how, weirdly enough, if you're looking for a specific person, that would break things, right? Like, imagine if you took undead, but specifically liches in Garen's campaign. Ah! Stop. Stop.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh God, why?
Please stop.
It's fun to torture him.
Please stop.
Damn it.
Ow, stop it! Ow, stop, stop!
I want a hug.
I can't hug you, I'm trying to draw.
You're not that busy.
I am that busy, you're gonna make me fuck up my line work. No, please don't. I'm sorry, but my wife is trying to do Kirby face at me and it's not working. Why are you trying so hard to be an anime girl, Candace? Oh, she licked me. Ah, she licked me.
In a place where you can't find it.
Oh shit! Stop! Stop, Candace. Seriously, you need to stop. You need to stop.
I want a hug.
I can't.
I want a hug.
I can't.
I want a hug. Ooh, you taste good.
Hey Ray, you want to know a way you can make a dragon beholder in 5e without homebrew?
Really?
Just apply the rules for making a half dragon to it.
Mm. That's not working.
Andy, all you have to do to get ready to react is just lick him. He doesn't know what to do when you lick him. Because he can't do anything.
Alright, I'm gonna have to do a thing real quick. Alright.
You best not be jacking off.
I'm not. I need to open up something real quick because I need a color palette that I don't have. Stop it. Stop it. Ah! I'm going to slap it your ass. I'm gonna smack you.
What is this threatening to you?
It's potentially threatening. Can you knock it off, please, for the love of God?
Fine. Your bloodline's weak.
But what about the Twitch algorithm?
The people at Twitch are also weak. So many questions.
And those questions are?
If you're worried about the Twitch algorithm, I can't exactly say what my main question is. Other than, why are you pouring tea on yourself?
Not pouring tea on myself.
No, that wasn't a question for you specifically. That was just a question I had in general.
Hmm.
And I can't give the exact context because...
Don't want to use that image. No. And an image I like to use is squeegee. Why would it be? No, it wouldn't be in there.
Seriously, Ray, I told you to refillerize this bottle.
God damn it! I need a color, fucking.
Wait, the Hydra is only a CR8?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
What are you planning?
So with your thing, are we going to ignore the polymorph rule if it has to be have the beast tag?
Yes, depending on the actual stats used.
There you go, baby.
Would you allow for monstrosities to be used?
Yes.
Perfect.
Andy,
Would you allow aberrations?
Andy.
No.
Do you know what I was planning?
What are you planning?
So you know what an Electro Devourer is, right?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Can you get me a cup of water?
I need this image.
Yeah. This guy,
I think
right?
this is a character from Choloveru. I don't know. But give me that. I'm going to keep that about. Alright. Anywho, I needed that pink. That actually worked out really well.
Here you go. No problem.
Nice opaque pink.
But what I was thinking was, what if we killed someone? If we turn someone into an intellect devourer and have them pilot their meat suit? Would you allow elementals for this, by the way?
Yes.
Perfect.
What?
Nothing.
What do you have access to for that?
1 second. Let me check a thing. Let me check the thing, man.
There you go, baby. If Daddy didn't fill your water thing, you get full enough.
Well, you see, I can make myself into a holy water weird.
Awesome.
Or a stagnant water weird. Or an invisible stalker.
I'd also have to argue that it has to be corporeal as well.
It is corporeal, it's just invisible.
Hmm.
Like, you can easily touch it, it's just, you can't see it.
Oh. Oh.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
Like, if it was incorporeal, then how would it even have a CR array? It can't even do damage if it's not corporeal.
Ghosts exist.
They can interact with corporeal objects, right? Would you allow us to use oozes?
Yes.
It turns into a black pudding, just falls asleep on somebody, instantly coup de grace them and ruins their armor. Wait a fucking minute. But no aberrations?
Yeah. Also, for purposes of CR, I'd say also...
Ray, they already tell you how to calculate it, Ray.
They do?
Yeah, it's literally equal to your player level. So, what was your thing gonna be?
I was gonna say something about, like, monsters would require, like, it'd be CR equal to your level -1, I'd say.
Yeah, no, we're sticking with it's equal to your player level.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Wait, Will o' the Wisps are undead?
Yes.
What?
What, did you think they were, like, Fae or something?
I was kind of hoping they were Fae.
I mean, how I use them is they're both Fae and undead, depending on which version I'm using. Although I use the same stat block for both.
The vengeful spirit of a pixie.
I literally use them for... I literally use the same, like, stat block for both, but... Let's say that... Also, humanoid creatures are also left out of that, so no monstrous humanoids.
Now, things that realistically you should be able to play as anyway.
Yeah.
So I can't turn into this fuckwad right here.
No, you would not be able to turn into that.
Mind if I ask why?
Balancing purposes.
Bruh, deadass, you said we could in theory play an Oni, okay?
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure turning into a fucking sprite's not a problem. Okay?
Well, I mean, within the purposes of there could be, like, a creature that has, like, a very particular gimmick, and you could use that to a horrifying degree.
No.
Like, I don't want someone turning into a mind flayer because they're technically not a humanoid, but they are an aberration.
You already said no aberration.
I know,
Ray.
but in the logic where if I wasn't...
Ray, you
Like,
know,
the reason why I said no aberrations is so someone doesn't turn into a mind flayer or a fucking beholder or some shite.
Yeah, well, I have to say, if it's humanoid enough, you should be able to turn into it just fine.
Alrighty then. So what other insights that are in your brain by chance?
Insights. I don't have proficiency in that skill.
What machinations are in that can of spam you call your head?
Excellent.
Okay, why does it smell like hot dog water?
Smells like chili to me.
Machinations in my head. What art thou? What am I thinking?
Think, 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 think. Hey, what color should wait, fucking damn it.
What?
I'll fix it here in a moment. I remembered I wanted to make my character's tongue blue. What color should I make my character's spikes? Because I was thinking some kind of blue to match their character and like.
You have to go some shade of blue because you already have a color scheme going on. Why break from it?
Oh, alright. Red spy, what we gonna do? Red spy. Red spy.
There's a red spy at the base? You've... God damn it.
Ooh, that dirty. My horse is amazing. Ah, shit.
Oh no, he's stroking out, folks.
Well. Whoa. Sonic noises. This post was written by Sonic. But to quote that one Tumblr post, Sonic would or literally everyone would fall for that joke of the updog joke. With maybe the exception of like 3 characters like Vector, Espio, and Charmy.
But they'd be the ones trying to get everyone to fall for the joke.
No, it'd be Sonic. They would have learned it. Sonic would have learned it from either Charmy or Vector.
Yeah.
Or that one armadillo, I forget his name. And basically, it's just Sonic has abused it to the point where literally everyone's aware of it. And a few select characters would constantly be falling for it because they're just dumbasses. Like Knuckles, for example, because how many goddamn times has Eggman stolen the Chaos Emeralds from his ass?
What, you think someone's keeping count?
Yes. Because someone always keeps count. That's how wikis are made.
Who's keeping count, though?
Someone.
Give me their exact name. Give me their address.
I don't know their exact name, but they're doing God's
Give me
work.
their blood type.
Why would I know their... Yeah, I'll be sure to check their Tumblr bio for their fucking blood type.
You better.
That's what I'll do. You fucking numpty. Expand to 3.
You sure we can't have some aberrations?
Why?
What if I want to turn into a flump?
No.
What's so bad about flumps, right?
Nothing is bad with the flump. It's just you can't turn into an aberration because if I allow certain aberrations, people are going to be like, why are you allowing those aberrations? Why can't they be something weird like, why can't I turn into a mind flare? And I'll be like, because if you can turn into a mind flare, that also means you can turn into a mind witness. Or one of the big fuck-off illithid worms. And don't those have a fucking stat block in one of the books? And they're absolutely fucking terrifying, right?
Maybe they're alright.
Or by that logic, someone could turn into a beholder.
Not at this exact moment.
They could, in theory.
Yeah, but by that time they already have access to the wish spell, so I think. Yeah. So I mean, by the time we're already at that point, I think you have bigger things to worry about than us turning into the Xanathar's goldfish gang.
Also, I've officially learned how to deal with a bard.
Uh-huh.
If someone ever decides to play a horny bard in my campaign, you know what they're gonna have to do? They're going to have to seduce me.
Okay. I'm gonna say we should at least have access to the giant tag because there's nothing too crazy there.
Yes, that is a little bit another thing I'm going to allow. Giants make sense, unless that breaks the humanoid rule. Yeah,
No, they have their own tag.
Okay.
Also, Ray, I believe one of the things polymorph does let you do is turn specifically into humanoids.
Right.
And you forget Alter Self, which is an even cheaper spell to use, exists.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So let me be other people. Let me suffer from imposter syndrome, damn it.
You are the imposter syndrome.
Is that an Among Us?
Could have hit you.
Oh, I hit myself every night. Oh. Ooh, I feel dirty after that one, and not in a fun way.
Hello, Thick. Welcome back. I'm just finishing up a drawing from day before yesterday. Bubbly jubbly boo. Chip chipply chip chip chipply. Chip chipply. Hi, C Manor. Welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while.
Welcome to hell.
Oh, the model. What does the cursed bullshit happen to be? This model's just... I think this model might have a mind of its own. Yep, school got me on the run. Yeah, that's fair. No, the boat is broken. Breaking my neck every time. Oh, God. Blah, blah, blah. But for the most part, just get all these magic pixels out of the way. Well, annoyed that I didn't make the thing fucking... Ugh. Jesus, you alright there? You alright there, Andy?
Nope.
What's wrong?
I don't know. I just don't vibe with this universe.
Don't explode.
You see, as I grow a second head, which explodes. Did you think my quackery was just gonna do normal shit? Or do you think it triggers when I don't vibe?
You know, I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know because you didn't drink the liquor Gatorade.
Trying to make liquor out of Gatorade, that's
I succeeded. I did not try. I did.
Was it good, though? I can play the video.
I can get drunk off it, so yeah, it was alright.
Would you drink again, though?
If I had no other option, yes.
Trying to get you to sing.
You already owe me one cheeseburger. I'm not gonna do that again.
But you have a wonderful voice. It's very nice.
Yo, you think I'm gonna do that for them?
Yes.
I charge for singing the same way I charge for feet pics. Every time I show one, someone owes me something. You notice that when I'm over here, I refuse to take my shoes off.
What? You got some pretty nasty looking feet, though.
People are into that. People are into my hobbit feet.
I'm gonna eat an Andy.
I'm not edible. I'm highly poisonous.
No, you're edible.
Yet.
But yes, my character's tongue is supposed to be blue. Just to make sure. Yes, my character's tongue is not blue yet, but it will be eventually. I just need to eat a bunch of raspberry pops. But you got on my head.
Bet this.
Thank you. It's mine now.
No, stop. It's like the seagulls. You kill the birds. Don't do that. Clip it.
But you killed the penguins.
Mm-mm.
He's a penguin.
Ooh.
Okay,
PSA, remember to always eviscerate your bottle holders.
Fine, we'll kill the dragon. Because I would never harm my lizard. I would harm the dragon first. Especially this one. Because Andy, it's an angry filled dragon and a lustful dragon. You gotta be careful of the horny dragon.
Alright.
Right, babe?
Alright, you can throw this away.
Right? Are you a horny dragon?
I will put you in the horny jail.
I'll put you in the horny dragon.
I will bonk you.
As a legendary action, I cast a cantrip. I cast Taco Bell. Nacho Supreme.
Andy, don't make me want that. Don't make me want
Shit, I should make the fast food lich.
Okay, cool. Those are different
Andy,
hues.
you're not allowed to make me hungry for Taco Bell.
I'm not making anyone hungry for Taco Bell.
We're talking about Taco Bell.
Well, that's because it's a thing that people talk about sometimes.
Okay, so lore significance of my character. Why do they have a blue tongue?
They sucked off
Too many raspberry blow pops.
Right, they sucked off too many blue Smurfs.
Am
I right?
No.
No. They didn't suck off the blue Smurf?
What would I do with a Smurf?
Boil it, eat it.
For what
Okay.
reason, though?
To gain its magic.
Turn it into candy?
You don't know about the Smurfs. You don't know that if you eat a Smurf, you gain its magic.
Alright, Gargamel.
Now, are we gonna else? Oh, so I forgot to ask us about your campaign. Are we gonna be doing like variant rules for things as well?
Possibly, why?
Just some possible stuff for character creation down the line.
Jubblies.
Stop filling things in your jellies, goddammit. Someone gets bit by a were-tiger. They gain the ability to glomp people. Ooh woo. Please just take me out of bag and put me out of my misery. Oh, Nelly. You think I'm sorry? Did it hurt you that bad for you saying that? Did it?
Ah!
Spicy.
I'll jiggle your biscuits.
I'll have you know my biscuits have been thoroughly baked. They are too solid to jiggle.
I will jiggle your biscuits.
I will drink your milkshake. Ah!
Will you now? Will your milkshake bring all the boys to the yard?
Damn right.
You're gonna have to charge.
No, I only charge for feed pics and singing. What sort of freak do you take me for, huh? I give my milkshake out for free.
The kind you can buy over with a bag of corn nuts.
You can't buy me over corn nuts. What kind of fucking loser do you think I am, huh?
Someone who likes corn nuts.
What makes you think I like corn nuts?
Because I like corn nuts.
Well, am I you?
Yes.
Wait. Crap. Don't bring that joke back into this.
I am a figment of your imagination. Ooh.
No, I just have schizophrenia and never had to take my meds. Hey Ray, what if nothing was real?
What about it?
What if you were just a reptile just sitting on a rock and your entire life was just a bad dream?
I would be a reptile on a rock.
You wouldn't think twice about it?
Nope. I would wake up from my bad dream, eat a bug. Or whatever I would eat if depending on what kind of lizard I am. Do lizard shit. Do lizard things.
I will flay your ass cheeks.
Sure you will.
I will mummify the hand of a goblin. And you know what I'm going to do with it?
I'll calcify your gnome corpse.
Too late, Pally. That's already happening. Oh, Jackal, you're where? Turns into a gelatinous cube and starts undulating happily on the floor. I asked someone to start drumming for the moon. God damn it, no, I have that in my head. Help.
Shit yourself.
No. I'm not gonna shit myself. I don't have shit. I don't have myself. I am nothing. I am the void. Sorry. I just forget to vibe. Huh.
Gets raided by another YouTuber. I mean, me. Casually starts freaking the fuck out. Ah!
Were you gonna have permission to freak out? If someone does that, damn, these ears are,
What about him?
I'm worried about how the fuck you would hear things when it just sound like gushing. It's like,
They work like normal ears do. I have the ability to bite shit. Yes, the inner portion of my ear is just dental tissue.
so it still would sound kind of gushy.
Not really.
Slaps a jar of, silly putty against your ear. Just goes squish.
This character is horrifying.
Kind of hot though, I'm not gonna lie. Or am I just needless?
I completely forgot what Pokemon I am effectively turning into.
Mm-hmm.
I am inadvertently turning into Mawile.
Hmm.
A Pokemon that has mouths for hair, that likes to chew on steel.
I'm sorry, what?
God butt. What?
Nothing. Spice up your panic attack with a harmonica. We spice up your panic attack with a bagpipe.
Replace your ball gag with a harmonica. Spank. Harmonica noises. I'd be cool with that.
Boy, you ain't even that much of a freak to begin with. Shut up.
Would be with that.
Do I need to give you a harmonica bit gag then?
Oh.
I will make one just to put, not to make a pun, but to put your money where your mouth is. You filthy hoe. Don't even lie.
Break your neck every time. I don't have a neck. I don't have neck bones. I am a homunculus with no bones. How do I hold together?
Undulation.
That good enough for you?
Not until you start drumming for the moon. Stop, you're giving her seizures. What are you doing?
What's going on here? Schnit biscuits. Focus on the ear. You bastard. Toaster cones.
I'm sorry. What?
Toaster cones!
Are you stroking out, Ray? Do you smell burnt toast?
No, I don't smell burnt toast. I am the toast.
Then why can't I smell you? Damn it, that means I'm not stroking out. Stroke, God damn it.
Alright. Sauce, boys. Saucy.
What about Sauce Boys?
It's got saucy. Raw sauce. Yeah.
I'm no tree. I'm a tree. And
Wizards of the Coast. That's a lawsuit! Or no, not law. Wizards of the Coast. Fucking Tolkien from Beyond the Grave. Somebody once told me the world was not going to roll me. They weren't the sharpest tool in the shed.
somebody once told me, hands off my macaroni, Milwaukee puzzle he found it.
Better fucking...
With a finger and a gun, he pulled the trigger, and now I'm fucking dead.
Good.
What?
Good.
No, not good.
Don't touch my fucking pasta.
I'll touch up your pasta all I want. It'll make a nice gushing sound.
Don't touch my fucking pasta!
Goosh goosh.
God, I hate that slapping noise you're making.
Is that visceral?
No, it just annoys the shit out of me.
Sorry. Well, not really, but I'll try to stop.
I know, you don't really need to apologize. It's just something that my sister did that annoyed the shit out of me all the damn time. She would do it on purpose to instigate fights.
I got you. Well, I'll try not to drive you to lose your mind.
Yeah, don't activate instant kill mode. Or don't... I said not to put my skin into attack mode.
You did not say that. You just said don't activate instant kill mode.
Well, don't put me into attack mode. I don't want to be in attack mode.
Can I put you in defense mode and put you on your side?
No. I don't want to be in defense mode either.
Too bad.
I've been licked enough already.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Okay, Belphegor.
My name is actually Kibbleman. Eee.
I wish I had full body tracking so it could just... So the thing could just see my hand just go over to you.
Yes.
And just, like, mess with something off screen. Rockbender, a sub figured I'd give you a lurk while I work. That's fair. Didn't know I realized you were there. Sorry for not recording yesterday. I wasn't feeling well. Feeling kind of bad, and had like a really bad migraine.
So, anything on your mind?
Not particularly.
Nothing at all?
Yeah.
I see.
Nothing particularly risible for that matter.
I see.
No one would ever, but no one would know. Nobody. Nobody. Oh, that looks kind of creepy. In an interesting kind of way. Snake noises.
Sponge.
Baby,
What?
is that ready?
Hmm?
Can I give you my card when you go?
To what?
Go get my meds?
You can come too, you know.
But I want you to go.
Well, I don't want to go by myself, and I don't want to just drag Andy along for a quest.
But it's a quest so I can feel better.
Yes, one that she should come with.
No.
Yes. What does the Andy think?
Now, you want to know something that I have to say has historical precedence here?
Hmm.
Being outside in Colorado was apparently good for some people's health. Like, people would actually move to Colorado if they had certain health conditions.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, that happened quite a bit. Something about how dry the air is good for people with, fuck, I forgot what it was called. Tuberculosis? Yeah. People come here as a health resort, right?
I want to say some shit, but it's not Twitch. It's not Twitch friendly. It's not stream friendly, and it's also not morally friendly too.
Which is?
Remember, I was really angry about earlier today when Candace got home from her appointment.
Mm.
That kind of stuff.
Ah.
Because I'm almost certain that there's that some way or another, someone will find this, and they're gonna get all pissed off because they happen to be a part of that job industry, and they probably have some excuse I don't know about because that's not actually something I actually researched or know anything about.
Go ahead and breathe, but yeah, I do believe it'd be best if we took a step outside altogether, to be honest.
Yeah. I want to get this as close to detailed as possible because as soon as I get to that point, I'm going to just finish the rest off stream because I don't know. Going to Colorado wouldn't help, to be honest, anymore. Too much green will cause coughing to happen more. Yeah.
I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna hotbox myself.
To be honest, I want to go to Canada.
Huh.
The maple trees, eh? Get attacked by a moose. What would happen if you put a bowl in that and lit it on fire? Then sucked out of it? Would it taste like the chip or like...
It would taste like burning.
Mm.
Toasted corn.
Do you know what else is toasted corn?
You?
Yes. My ass is toasted corn. Actually, no, really. I think it probably work. See, what do you think of like my art style and all that? Like, what is it? Does it like so far? Like, what do you think?
I mean, I like it. Albeit it can be a bit rough to look at sometimes.
Hmm.
But right now it looks alright. Traces an image of a perfect circle.
I'm gonna fucking hit you.
Ooh.
Like, seriously, don't you be like fuxing with me with that shit, man. You know how I am with tracing and shit.
Traces an image of a single line. And then from there I make a beautiful image out of it myself.
Hmm. Like. Hmm. Hmm. A lot of yours almost look like a gothic piranha plant from Mario is chomping on her head. Actually, yes, that's actually supposed to be the case. Those ears, like the inside of her ears, are literally supposed to be mouths. So, I'm glad that it actually at least looks the part. God damn it.
Yes.
She can hear her own bad breath. Yes. So, Rockbender, I've got a question for you. I know you're probably at work right now, but what is your stance on the stuff that happens in Jurassic Park? Like, do you think scientists should bring dinosaurs back from the dead to put in zoos and shit? Because I, for one, think that's a great idea. Also, genetic hybridization, I think, is a pretty cool thing, too. Get some of that Nina shit going on. It's a really fucked up conversation, but I really like having it. It's really fun to talk about. Like, I think I might have traumatized my grandmother last night.
Wait, what?
Okay, so I brought up a genetic modification, and I brought up Nina from Full Metal Alchemist. My mom kind of understood, and she's like, "Oh God, is it that dog meme?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that one." She doesn't know what it's from because she's never really watched Full Metal Alchemist. Although I have recommended my mom to watch it because it's actually a really good show, and she'd certainly enjoy it because it's actually very well written. Don't care any way, but sure, necromancy's pretty cool. Yes,
Yes,
I
it is.
agree. And basically, I had to explain to my grandma that in this animated series, a scientist fused his daughter and his dog together to make sure his work was to get his work done, and it was a really fucked up scene and stuff like that. So she was kind of just like really freaked out because then I actually showed her an image of it, and she's like, "Oh, that's horrifying." And I'm just like, And then I was just like, ah, shit, my eyeball's itchy. But basically, like, there's a few dinosaurs and just ancient creatures that I'd love to see back. Like, I'd love to see the god penguin, for example. Which, what?
Nothing.
Do you know what the god penguin is, Andy?
I'm assuming you're talking about that penguin that's like, what was it, like 9 feet tall?
8 or
right?
9 feet tall.
Yeah, that fucker.
Which eventually resulted in a conversation of my mom being like, I can see this. I could picture this right now. And it's like, and she specifically referenced a scene from 2012, like the movie 2012.
Yeah.
And there's this crazy maniac who predicted the end of the world, basically watching Yellowstone explode, and he's like, it's so beautiful, just before getting destroyed. And my mom described me running up to one of these giant penguins, being like, it's beautiful, and it's just bending over and biting my head off. And I said, it'd probably go a little more like, I'm in the zoo thing, getting ready to interact with one of the penguins, and I walk up to one of them, and it just fucking ostrich kicks me in the fucking stomach, and I fall to the ground, and then just a bunch of them waddle over and start curb stomping me. And so you literally have the visage of like 3 or 4 8-foot tall penguins just kicking the crap out of me.
Puts you in a cage match against a single cassowary.
I would die.
Yes.
Like, I want to eat an ostrich egg at one point. Oh, good lord, a boiled ostrich egg would be fucking awesome. Imagine the deviled egg that would be.
I feel compelled to see if I can kick it like a soccer ball.
Don't. But, it was a really funny conversation, and I was like, there's also a number of other animals that if they got out of containment, it would be fucking horrid for the environment. Like Dunkleosteus, for example. Because if I remember correctly, historically, fuck. I remember watching this, I think it was from a documentary I watched a while back. I was like, a really obscure documentary in like fucking middle school or like early high school science class or whatever. When we were doing the dinosaur unit.
Mm-hmm.
And everything. And the documentary stated that there was like a certain period of time where it's believed that the ocean had kind of a ecological collapse for a certain period of time, or a few times in a row, because of super predators in the ocean. At one point in time, the Dunkleosteus existed. They went completely extinct for reasons that were probably because they were so efficient hunters, being effectively an armored shark with the vice grip of doom, because they could literally just swim up to literally anything and take a giant chunk out of it, like it was going out of style. And basically you end up with this And so basically what happened is the fish, or all the creatures in the ocean, kind of evolved to avoid the Dunkleosteus for a period of time because it was so efficient at hunting that you literally had to outspeed the Dunkleosteus completely because it was literally just bodying everything in the ocean that wasn't faster than it. So things shrunk down to a size that the Dunkleosteus couldn't survive on, if I remember correctly, and then developed like a build for speed. Similar things happened again, I think, with like whales and everything. Back when predatory whales were actually commonplace, because nowadays you're really only relegated to orcas, sperm whales, and I think like a few other species of whale, like or porpoise, I think is the correct word. Porpoises? What's the word?
Porpoises.
Okay. So like dolphins and shit. All those.
Poor people.
Those were basically your only predatory whales or whale-like species in the ocean. And the reason for that is because predatory whales kind of fucked over the environment because they ate everything into submission. And similar things actually occurred later on with like Mosasaurus and similar creatures. Like, I've watched a number of documentaries, and all of them kind of allude to a thing of one of the things that contributed to one of the mass die-offs in the ocean, because it wasn't just like a thing with stuff in the outside, like on land, that was being suffering, but also stuff was getting really bad in the ocean because super predators like Mosasaurus were just too good at existing. In high school and everything, I was super into biology and archaeological studies and shit. Still kind of am. And as a necromancer, I find it really hard to raise a family in peace. So, Rockbander is also a bone daddy.
If you raise a skeleton from the dead and put them in a bathtub, are you technically making bone broth?
Soup.
Yeah, Ray, would you drink the forbidden soup?
Yes, I would. I'd drink the Forbidden Forest soup and get super cursed.
Baba Yaga herself just shows up at your door one day. Sup, fucker, you drank the sauce. You will become one of my children now.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm a homunculus now, so that's nice.
You are now my baby.
Great. And she's like, I am now your babushka. And I'm like, oh, cool. I've never made halid yet before. Can you show me how?
Flesh jelly.
I know Baba Yaga is some horrifying entity, but Bartok the Magnificent really has me fucked on that, where she's probably just like, she's just kind of a dick to everyone else because people are just rude because she's an old lady. And so she's kind of has to abuse her magical powers to make people actually give her the respect she deserves.
Listen, you think I abducted the prince, but I'm just old lady with hag magic. Leave me the fuck alone, you stupid bitch.
And also her favorite pastime is terrorizing people who get lost in the woods.
I'm just
like, there's no doubt she's definitely like some forest murder hobo, but
who's
hell, who's to say she's not an amazing grandmother to people who need one?
Don't make me think of wholesome Baba Yaga ever.
Also, you guys want to know a neat fact about Spirited Away? Ubaba is actually based off of Baba Yaga, and is a very accurate description of that. Because Ubaba and her sister or whatever, is actually a reference to Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga has sisters. And if I remember correctly, they were actually I don't know if their names were ever actually like historically remembered. I think it was just Baba Yaga was the one that everyone's like familiar with because she was the evil one. Either that or she ate her siblings. You never know. Speaking of terrifying folklore, what comes to mind for you, Andy?
Terrifying folklore?
Mm-hmm.
Let me think. Because there's not a lot of folklore I find genuinely terrifying, to be honest.
I mean, Krampus is kind of fucked.
I could smoke with Krampus, though, alright?
Granted, personally, I think the Easter Bunny's a little more fucked.
Yes. Let this magic furry break into your house and leave eggs everywhere.
Russia. The Rushalka very dark, pretty dark story, yes.
Yeah. But I wouldn't call that terrifying, I just call it morbid.
Yeah.
Wendigo are pretty fucked, too.
Oh, don't even get me started on the Wendigo.
I intend to write a story from the perspective of a Wendigo. And
That's the Blur. I don't want the Blur.
I'm going to write it as a black comedy.
Okay, that just makes things smoky. It's not the right one. Where is the fucking... Oh, there! That's the brush I wanted. That's what I wanted to have happen. Much better. Ah! Beautiful horse tricks you won't get on it. Engages natural instant body glue, walks into the water forcing you to drown. Yeah, Kelpies are pretty fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Native American folklore that people don't talk about, the fucking skinned, not the skinwalkers, no, the victims of them fucks. Like, actual skinned are fucking horrifying. And that's an actual thing, like, the only place where I've heard another person actually talk about these fucks is some random creepypasta. But these are a real thing. I have family who are actual Native American people and have lived on reservations and shit. And they all canonically say that... Pretty sure skin was just a creepy spot. Yeah, I heard that too. But no, like, I have actual, like, fucking Native American family that are fucking, like they literally, like, I asked about it one time simply because it was close to Halloween and they love to talk about movies and shit. Like, they really love to talk about movies. And they were talking about how one of the movies they watched recently had a Wendigo in it. And that, generally media kind of has it a little borked on how actually scary Wendigos and Skinwalkers actually are. And they brought up that there's actually a thing that, because when they talk about, like, zombie movies, that a zombie-themed Skinwalker movie would be fucking terrifying if they did their research correctly. And they brought up fucking the Skinned, which are an actual thing. I'm not going to pronounce the actual word because I just cannot with it. And this is like a Sioux thing. But no, those are an actual story. They're similar to that creepypasta, but they're way, way, way worse. Like, good lord.
Now, if we're talking about, we're just talking about disturbing mythology, right?
Yeah.
Like, just folklore in general?
General, and like, creatures that you don't really hear about. Or
if it's a story that multiple people have told, it counts as folklore, yes?
Yes.
Is it right for me to say the infinite key is also pretty disturbing then?
Well, I mean, that's just an SCP thing.
It's technically folklore. SCP might as well be folklore, right?
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, no. Skinned is not just a creepypasta thing. It's actually a thing.
Yeah.
And some of my family members literally have told me some of the most horrifying stories I have ever heard about them damn things. And good God, I actually lost sleep because of how fucked some of that shit got.
Ugh.
Like, that was legitimately the most terrifying thing I had ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's some fucking Cronenberg shit right there. Without any of the romance part. Granted, you don't really have to worry about accidentally becoming one, because preventing that transformation if you interacted with a skinwalker is not hard. Apparently. So, that's good to hear.
Y'all ever just passed the vibe check?
Shit. You have the... Is that Malo? SCP-1471 up?
Oh, yeah.
That's Malo?
Yeah.
To be honest, I probably would download it specifically for the purposes of to test the furry community on it.
Put them on a flash drive and hand us one I don't like.
Yeah. Would you deny a free friend? Probably not, but I'd be inclined to like convince someone who's into that kind of shit to do horrible. See if they could get the thing to do.
Put them in the Pentagon somehow.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, there's a few SCPs that are nowhere near as terrifying as they're actually depicted to be. They're actually kind of easy to fucking deal with. Like, ironically enough, SCP-682 is not as immortal as everyone says he is. Because there's actually a number of ways that, even though they've been stated they haven't been tested, they are entirely possible. Like, they could just yeet that bitch into the sun and everything would be fine.
Ugh.
Because if hydrochloric acid... shit.
Make him fight Squirrel Girl.
That too. Make him fight Squirrel Girl, he'll get his ass kicked, that's for sure.
Ugh.
Oh, speaking of weird stuff, how about we talk about, like, Marvel for a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a fun conversation to have. I would love to see Squirrel Girl show up in the MCU, and they could literally do some of the most egregious bullshit with that movie. They could literally make it the most SJW trash movie, and I
do not associate with this man.
And it would be they could literally make Squirrel Girl the most Mary Sue character ever, and it'd just be terrible. And it'd still be a good movie because they're faithfully adapting her character. No one can get mad about it. Like, no one can physically actually get mad about that. Like, really? Because isn't she literally called the undefeated Squirrel Girl in the comics, and she's canonically never lost a single fight? Like, in any of the comics? Like, I know I have a point.
I'm sorry I gotta touch this.
I've been playing with the idea of running an SAP TPT or tabletop RPG game for a few years. Yeah, that's pretty... Yeah, a number of my friends have, and a lot of people I know have been talking about shit like that. It's just, I've never really seen anyone actually set up, like, a good system for it. Like, I did actually find, someone actually made a fully built system that was ready to run and everything. The only problem was the balancing kind of sucked ass, and there was only one good way to play it, and that was to literally have everyone play the same class. And there were only two good classes for this to work, so it was either everyone plays scientists, and you literally just play fucking Fight of the Week with the monster manual of the book, because that's basically what the scientists do. Is they just put the SCPs in different containers to see how they interact with one another and make a bunch of rolls and saves for the lulz, or play the fucking nine-tailed fox or the assault team, so that way you can actually shoot shit and not die immediately. Either that or inadvertently make everyone into Dr. Bright. Or one of the SCPs that is actually playable, like fucking the interdimensional dude who just gets yeeted into a different dimension at random.
Alright, we're going to the Infinite IKEA now.
Either that or just literally do a D&D campaign, but you're just playing in the Infinite IKEA.
Why not the Infinite Cabela's? Make your own SCP. Get hunted by tiger men. Sorry, it's just... That sounds way more fun than being just harassed by nameless, faceless douchebags. When you can consist of Swedish meatballs.
And other food. By the way, World of Darkness player is restricted to mortal characters. Oh, God. Ooh. Ooh. Just oof. The mixed brush is probably my favorite brush in this program I'm using. Gives me this really nice kind of like paintbrush look, gradient look. It's really nice. I mean, look at my hair so far. Look at my shirt. How's that looking? A lot better, right?
Kinda?
Yeah, it would work and allow for some diverse characters, but World of Darkness is just... I played it once and... Like, I played it... We spent an entire day to it. And I think I spent more time making new characters than I did actually playing the game. Ah! Ow, that hurt. Oh, I freaking cracked one of my fingers and my wrist popped at the same time. Ow. Just ow. Alright, I need to get up on that mouth's business now. Alright, blue tongue. How's that looking?
It's looking alright, I guess.
Let's decrease my brush size a little bit so I can shrink that down. Also, one of my reasons why I love the fucking mixed brush is you can just mix the color out. You get errors like that. It's awesome. Oh, it's more of an RP system using its kind of... Okay, that might have been the mistake that they made. My friends made then. That's fair. Alright, I'll tell you a tabletop system that I really like playing, but I know for sure I'm never going to be able to get one of my friends to actually play it, and that is the Dark Souls tabletop system. Like, I know for sure none of my friends will want to touch that with a 20-foot pole. It's probably because of the reason of most everyone else I know doesn't really like Dark Souls all that much. Alright, take 2 of those. Open up the reference guide. Alright. There really no...
What?
Oh. Shit.
What?
I just realized that the image I used for color palette for skin didn't have a separate skin tone. Alright, let's see how that works. Okay, so it's not so bad. Alright, anything you have to add, Andy?
No. I can only subtract.
So you have nothing to talk about? Any interesting factual conversations of either biology or something that would be pretty cool to talk about? Is there some kind of movie thing?
Let me think here.
Maybe an anime you want to talk about? Could talk about Gleipnir if you want. Have you finished it?
I kind of stopped watching it for a little while, to be honest.
Okay.
Like, I don't know why, I just haven't been watching it recently.
That's fair. That happens.
But no, there's not really much on my mind right now.
There's not really much on any of this.
Listen, Ray, most of my insights are very introspective. Unless you want to hear me talking about the panic attack I had at 4 in the morning about the fact that I don't have anything on my mind ever when I'm around you.
Really? That's what happened?
Yes, I was like, God, why is it that I only have insights when I'm alone?
Yeah, I kind of have that sensation too, where I'll be like,
Yeah,
oh, I have a really good idea when I'm just off my own and not really interacting with anyone, and then all of a sudden, when I want to tell someone about it, it just goes down the fucking crapper.
yeah, it's slightly different when I do it because it's more overwhelming. Where it's like I only have good ideas when I'm truly by myself, just chilling in a dark room, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just like,
And then it's like when I'm in a room with someone else, I'm just like, I don't really feel like.
you go full lizard brain.
Not even that. I go full amoeba brain.
Oh dear God.
Ray, if you could hear inside my head, you would hear echoes. Okay. Actually, no. Who am I kidding? You would hear elevator music played to the rhythm of Uptown Funk.
Also, some people watching probably look at me and my painting or my choice of color and we're probably like, what is this asshole doing? Like, to be honest, I don't even know what I'm doing because I'm not really used to digital art. I really kind of suck at it. And I personally think I'm kind of like a hack when it comes to digital art and like saying that I do take commissions and everything. It's kind of a fucking joke. But it's really not. Like, I'm dead serious. I do. Eh.
Well, then get good. Practice makes perfect, right?
It does. He used to be really fucking good at drawing. Like, goddamn, was I good.
But then you let it atrophy.
Yeah, and then I just, like, stopped drawing for a while, did mushrooms. Might not have been doing actual mushrooms. I think it was... I ate something I thought was supposed to be something, and then I got ergot poisoning.
I'm pretty sure you would know if you were taking psilocybin mushrooms, right? You would know, alright?
I mean, I know, I'm pretty sure that's what I was doing, but I saw some weird shit. Then I fucked up myself up and forgot how to goddamn draw correctly.
Use the placebo effect to convince someone that a Tic Tac is a cyanide pill. During the autopsy, they just find sugar.
Oh god, I'm back. Oh man, I wish I could.
Hey,
Hurry up and come here. Oh my god. Sing for the camera.
I ain't singing without permission, mister.
Sing, my plant. Sing.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah!
What you want? Well, I was just trying because I thought on TV. You're a goddamn dumbass. No, it wasn't. Why is it always quiet when I come down here?
Because, like I said, I have amoeba brain right now.
I've got a stupid enough idea to see what you come up with. Alright, what is this? Oh, how much do I do for a commission? Under normal circumstances, I usually charge like $5, $10 usually. And it's, like, I usually go really cheap because I honestly don't think my skill is worth that. I was being kind of stupid. I eventually dropped the price, and I was like, yeah, no. And I owe you some shit, so you'll be fine. It's like whenever I offer to help you do something, like let you borrow my tablet. Or, by the way, I'm paying for Adobe services, and I only use 1, maybe 2 programs from that shit. Like, as of the current moment, I'm not using any Adobe program other than the fucking DAW program they have.
Let me just...
To mix my own music, which already sounds like crap. Like, I offer to use that because I feel like I owe you something for charging you $20 for a fucking thing.
Well, you don't. Except for that free image you said you would draw for me anyway.
Well, yeah, also Oscar with a gun I need to do eventually too.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, I do like $5, $10 usually. And that's dependent on whether or not the person, and it's like generally dependent on how much time I've spent on it and everything. don't have the time to type it out right now. Working, but yeah. I need to. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to work on the fucking Discord. That's something we need to do when we go home from the shopping trip. We need to do.
Right.
All right, then go back to the mix brush. Shrink that down a little bit so I can get in there.
You want to know an insight I do have, though?
Hmm.
Be nice to dentists, please.
Yes.
They're only trying to do their job, and people are just...
I
terrified
have
of them.
the utmost respect for dentists. Like, I've never had a bad time at a dentist, actually.
I mean, I've had a few, but I prefer to have a dentist as opposed to what I'm going through now, to be honest.
Yeah. Like,
So-
I've never had an issue with a bad dentist. Like, when it comes to the issue, I'm currently kind of pissed off due to medical reasons and my wife. But I have the utmost respect for dentists because they get a lot of shit for the wrong reasons. And it's like, oh, I understand why children are absolutely fucking horrified by dentists. Like, I went in for my first ever visit, and I was just absolutely terrified. And they're like, you're pretty calm for someone and everything. And, like, they finally get in, and they're like, I get scheduled for or to have a cavity worked on and everything.
Yeah.
Because they had to do some minor repairs because they found that one of my teeth had a cavity that needed to be filled, but they were very much so impressed that the cavities I did have were incredibly small for the most part.
Fuck, I forgot what they're called, but blood doctors like phlebotomists. That word is for me to say I'm more afraid of them than I am a dentist, just because I don't like syringes. Like, I just don't trust things coming out of the syringe, to be honest.
Yeah, that's entirely fair. I can understand that notion entirely.
Yeah.
But on the topic of like dentists and everything, I've never had a bad time with a dentist. Like, I've had a few moments where it was actually really fucking painful, and I did not approve of anything that was happening those days. And basically, first time I ever get my mouth cleaned, it kind of ended in a little of annoyance, but it was actually during the thing, like a few minutes after, that it kind of sucked. And is when they were flossing me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were flossing my teeth, and they were like, when the lady first got in, she was like, all right, do you floss often? And I'm like, no, I use a toothpick usually. So, if possible, be gentle because I may bleed more than usual. And I'd prefer not to have my mouth lacerated up as possible. And she's like, yeah, I'll try to be gentle. And I also warned her my teeth. She's like, why do you not really floss? And it's like, some of my teeth are very tightly packed together. Are you planning on getting braces for that? No. It's nothing that causes me any discomfort. Like, I have a very severe overbite, but it doesn't cause me any problems. I don't even have to worry about grinding my teeth because my bottom jaw fits perfectly.
Mom, you need to hurry up before it gets too late.
It fits perfectly below my upper jaw. So when I have my mouth closed, I don't grind my teeth.
Yeah.
Like, they don't want to move.
Alright, let's neither dilly nor dally, because your dad does kind of have a point. But ultimately, be nice to dentists.
Yeah.
They go through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
It's better than some people out there like, is there a doctor aboard? And it's like, they raise their hand. Alright, what are you a doctor in? Mathematics.
Yeah.
I hate how people will make that joke, to be honest.
Yeah, that's kind of an asshole thing to do.
But then again, I've never been in a situation where I've personally witnessed that kind of thing.
I have.
Someone actually made that joke when someone was freaking out.
Yes.
Oh dear.
This actually happened one time at the bus stop.
Mm.
One of the bus stops on the way to my college, not at the mall that I live near, but a bus stop.
Yeah.
Like, I was at the bus stop at the college, and someone was having a fucking spurg out because of, I wanted to say it was an epilepsy attack, but I later found out that person was not having an epileptic seizure or anything. They were having a They had just, while waiting for the bus, they had ate some food and took their insulin like they were supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And basically what happened was their insulin pen misfired.
Mm.
They didn't overdose on insulin, but... And, like, they were having a diabetes-induced seizure, so kind of. At least that's what I think was happening. I don't know the details. The person was eventually fine. I actually know this person because this person was in my class. I'd usually talk to them quite a bit frequently, so it wasn't like they were died or anything. They said that happens sometimes, and it's because...
But the meat of the problem is there was someone who was like, I am a doctor aboard.
Yeah, I was the one who asked for, was there an EMT nearby while I was in the middle of, because no one was doing their thing. I literally called, I had already called for an ambulance at the location and everything, and I was looking up the information I needed to so that I could send them the proper address.
Yeah.
And I literally said, is there a EMT nearby? This man just stuck himself with his pen and it ruptured, and I think he's having insulin shock.
Mm-hmm.
And a person was like, I have a doctorate in linguistics, and I'm like, fuck off! I will break your fingers!
Is there a doctor nearby? My friend is dying. Oh, yes,
yeah.
I have a doctorate in, philosophy.
Yeah, someone's like, I'm a linguistics doctor. I'm like, fuck off!
Hey, Ray.
Eventually, this very nice lady who was a nurse actually said, and she knew exactly what to do.
Hey, Ray.
And she actually, weirdly enough, had the exact tool she needed on hand, because it was a display set, because they had this thing where they had this weird doll mannequin they were carrying around. It was a really freaky thing. I don't know what the hell it is, but it was really freaky.
Yeah.
But the doll had a piece of that doll was literally a bit guard for people who have a severe seizure or something like that, so they don't bite their tongue off. And she basically was like, stick this in their mouth, or help me hold his head as still as possible so I can stick it in his mouth. Did you call an ambulance on it already? I'm like, yes, there should be one on the way. And as I say that, an ambulance rolls up. He goes to the hospital. I don't ride with him. She does.
Mm-hmm.
Because some medical thing. Also, I didn't want to miss class because I was already failing that class due to other reasons. And so I needed to show up and tell the teacher, hey, I need some okays on these assignments due to these reasons. And we had a 2-day break and everything, and he gave us a shit ton of assignments, even though he said he wasn't going to give any assignments or anything, that were all mandatory for the class. And so I ended up failing my Photoshop class.
But hey, Ray, if we're ever in public and you see me actually dying of an actual, brain bleed...
Yes, if you collapse...
If someone does that whole, yes, I'm a doctor in unrelated field, give that guy $5, alright?
Why?
Because if I had a doctorate, I would make that joke.
God damn it.
That, and I have a genetic risk of dying of a brain bleed, so...
I know.
So, this is more or less, I'm prophesizing that someone best make that joke when I'm dying. Hell, I expect you to get a doctorate at some point.
I do want a doctorate in fucking animal biology, but I would never make that joke.
You better make that joke.
I will not.
You better.
I will not. I am physically incapable of doing that. You horrible, horrible person.
I'm giving you permission to mock my corpse, Ray. Please. I want my legacy to be, I even died a joke. Alright?
Okay.
Did this get really dark?
Yes, this got very dark. Probably not Twitch friendly, but oh well. But everything was in jest. And I also do a lot of threatening bodily harm as a thing when stressed, but not doing anything, or just in general. Weirdly enough, there was this one person I said I threatened to break their thumb. And they were absolutely intimidated by that. And they're like, "Are you threatening me?" And I'm like, "Not seriously, but you're being a dick." And he's like, "Okay, why do you..." And I'm just like... Or, actually, I think it might have been like a joking conversation that I threatened to break a dude's thumb.
Yes.
Might have been.
That's definitely where jokes come from. But, hey Ray.
Never mind. But anywho, on the topic of like commission work, I do have a PayPal thing, and if you check my Twitter and everything, I'm pretty sure I've got like a live URL that you could hit me up there, and I think I could get the message from. But yeah, I will be getting the Discord server set up very, very shortly.
Like later on today, possibly?
Yeah. The hell are you doing?
Being a freak. Don't worry about it.
God, I love the fucking mix tool. It's amazing.
Mm.
Kind of like how, like... I kind of like how this looks. Similarly, I lucked out in an accident. I was back in... Oh, wait. Flipped my car twice. Oh, dear God.
What?
And end over end. Fractured my C1 and C2 vertebrae. Oh, first person on the scene was a registered nurse, so lucky me, I guess. Yeah, that is a lucky break.
Oof.
Like, well, like, another thing, like, in high school, I took swimming quite a bit, and so much so that at the time, I actually had a lifeguard certification, which was even funnier, too, is I'm not a very, I don't do the newfangled bird tweet thing. Fair enough. Yeah. I'll get some shit ready. Oh my god. Well, anywho, I've been streaming for 2 hours or so. I'll be back on in a little bit. I'm not going to be leaving this on standby because I have to actually go shopping. But you seem to be doing quite well. Hope everyone enjoyed the thing. I will see
Take
you
care. We'll
in a
try
few
our
hours.
best to come back in a little bit without talking about very morbid topics.
Yeah. So, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Even though now